Everyone, coming to you on a Saturday. What I wanted to do is just put a quick little video together about some of the resources that I use in order to find the stocks that I'm going to trade that day, or in the after hours, potentially find stocks that I want to trade the next day. So one of my favorite websites to start out is the stockmarketwatch.com, and then what I do is I go to pre-market. And when I wake up in the morning, click on pre-market. It obviously is a very simple, easy website to use. It basically just tells you the top gaining stocks and the top losing stocks. I typically like to trade stocks that are $20 and higher. And then all I'm doing is I'm looking at the ones that have the biggest percentage change and a lot of volume, and then just plug them in, plug them into my watch list, and then trying to do a little technical analysis as far as the daily and some of the higher time frames to try to figure out which ones will be potentially the best to trade and have some good opportunities. And then I also use the stock market watch for after hours by just clicking on the after hours. Obviously, we're in earnings season right now, and a lot of companies report after the close, and then this allows me to be able to see which ones have gapped down or have gapped up, and then I can put them on a watch list to be able to prepare for the next day. So this website is a pretty incredible resource, and the amazing thing is that it's free. So that's the first thing. The next thing that I like a lot is I watch the guys over at Benzinga TV. They have their YouTube channel, and what they do is these guys do a pre-market prep every single day from 8 a.m. Eastern Standard to 9 a.m. So right around an hour. And they basically just talk about all of the stocks that are moving, a lot of stocks that have hype or news around them or whatnot. So and not only are they just kind of funny to listen to because they're very entertaining, but also if there's any news that happens real time, being that they are a big they're a big company, they get that news and then they're able to type the ticker in and then talk about what happened with whatever the news was, and it's real time. So it's really amazing because if I happen to miss something using the stock market watch, I can basically find it out through their pre-market prep channel. And it also just kind of provides a good routine. Get up in the morning and then have an hour to kind of listen to what's going on from some other guys who are talking about it and their analysis. So it's pretty cool. And then something that I have recently started doing is I use Thinkorswim platform. So I have just recently kind of made the switch to trading off of these charts. But one resource that they have that is pretty incredible is this very top tab. They have this market watch, and then under quotes, they have this drop down with a ton of amazing stuff. Some of the favorite things that I like to use is I go into the top 10, I look at all the percentage gaining, in the NASDAQ and the NYSE, the ones that have, had the top losers, the most active, the top 10 sizzling, top 10 volatility increase. And then I basically just go over to this, the little volume column right here. And then obviously want the ones with the most volume. And then some of the other things that I like in here are lovers and losers. I go to pre-market, I go to post-market, and then be able to to see what's moving. And then the really cool thing is, between all of these resources, I can pretty much kind of try to find everything that's moving. There have been times that, I found something that gapped on and then got picked up on Thinkorswim platform that I did not see on the stock market watch or maybe, another resource. So it's just trying to use everything that I have found that works for me personally to try to get, every stock that is gapping, whether it be good news or bad news, to try to put together a good game plan for that day or preparing for the next day. And then some of the other good tabs in here that I like a lot are the F through R, the gap up, the gap down, the percentage through F. This one, percentage losers, percentage gainers, and then obviously want to see if there's some volume in the stock, and then basically try to see where the same story is, right? If the same 3, 4, 5 stocks are in all of these, then I know that that those are going to be the stocks that I probably want to focus on. And sometimes it can be overwhelming. I'm looking at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stocks come up. So what I do is I try my best to limit it down to 3, 4, 5 max, because anytime I have more than that, I get a little overwhelmed, and sometimes I can tend to overtrade. So I try to tighten up the watch list. by seeing the ones that kind of a common theme between all this stuff. And then also, I am a part of two groups. I'm a part of TradeNet because I did buy the educational package through them. So courtesy of that, they give you access to the chat room. And then I'm also a part of the Profit Room chat room on Slack, which is free. So between all of those resources, I have everything that I need to be able to find, the stocks that I really think will provide the best opportunity. And being a new trader, I try to use every single resource I can. It's pretty amazing to be part of groups because they trade the exact same strategy as I do, focusing on gaps. And there's a lot of people in these chats that are way more experienced and seasoned than I am. So it's just being able to kind of try to connect all the dots, right? And if, and then me coming up with my little watch list, and then them seeing the same stuff, people in the room seeing the same stuff, you realize that you're kind of, on the same page and potentially looking at the, the stocks that are going to provide the best opportunity for myself. So that's what I do. That's my little morning routine. Just to quickly go over everything that I like. Once again, it is the website, thestockmarketwatch.com. It is Benzinga TV on YouTube that's a little bit of entertainment purposes right there. So not only is it really cool, live free content, but they're also just entertaining to listen to, using Thinkorswim Market Watch, going into the quotes, and then using the drop down is where I find a lot of amazing stuff. And then the two groups that I'm part of, which is TradeNet and the Profit Room, which are amazing. So that is pretty much my morning routine. That is what I use to find the stocks that I have been trading for a while now. And, I know that, there's scanners and stuff out there, but I don't necessarily need scanners. I am trading gaps. So once they have moved up or down, it's basically just, for me, it's about coming up with a game plan after that has happened. And I don't trade the low float, so I don't need a scanner to kind of telling me what's hit new highs, where the volume is coming into. So that's just what works for me. And those are the resources that I use. So just wanted to put a little quick video together, just talking about everything that I use. And then just want to say have a good weekend, everybody. Happy Saturday, and I will see you next week.